Hey guys, welcome to Lift Your Spirit, which is a psycho-spiritual holistic wellness company. And this is our Art of Manifestation, which is our masterclass that we held open to the public, free to you guys. And this class is going to focus on part one, how to manifest. So we're going to be really talking about this creation for people who heard of it or don't know what it is. Talking about the subconscious mind, conscious mind, the spiritual world, and how manifestations work conjunction to the earth plane, which is what we live in as human beings, and some other things that is the foundation for part of manifestations. But before we get into this masterclass, which I'm very excited to uh, introduce to you guys, we're going to start with a meditation. The meditation is just going to be 3 breaths. Before we start with the meditation, I ask for people to please hold your questions at the end of the class if we have time. If not, you can always email us. Halo, her information, who's the assistant, her information will be at the end. So you have any questions about this class or about our upcoming classes, you can always email her, and you can always go to our website, which will be at the end of the course as well. So the meditation is going to be 3 deep breaths. We're going to do an inhale, exhale. We're going to hold for 10 counts. And we're going to exhale out. We're going to do it 3 times. And then we're just going to do a is the sound that we like to feel. It allows for that us to be on the same vibrational energy playing field, whatever negative thoughts and energy that we may have going on with ourselves. That allows for that energy to dissipate so we can feel connected to what our spirit, and so we can take in all this really good information that we're going to be receiving during the course of this class. So take a deep breath in, hold it for 10 counts. Release. Again. Exhale out. Again. And exhale out. And then we're just going to do a Very good. So let's get started with this class. So just a little bit about myself for those who don't know. My name is Ayasha Roberson. I have a long background in the mental health field as a psychiatric screener in the state of New Jersey, and also as a crisis clinician. I've been working as a psychiatric screener for over a good 20 years. I started working in that department when I was in my 20s, and I also have a master's degree. And I have a master's degree in organizational development from Fairleigh Dickinson University, which is similar to an MBA. And I also am a trauma therapist specializing in EMDR, for those who know what that is. And I'm also a certified spiritual life coach, a color therapist, and a feng shui consultant. By the way, I have a bachelor's degree in anthropology and sociology as well. And I've been, again, working in the field for a while, and I do have my own practice. I love working in this field, and we created this company a couple of years ago. We just started our website earlier in the year to really convert the 2 elements together, mental health and spirituality, which is something that's not really practiced or common in our field. For the past several years, I've met so many great practitioners who don't have the clinical background that I have, but are really good when it comes to spirituality and vice versa. I've met quite a few more so clinical people who don't have the spiritual connection when it comes to really seeing the thing behind the thing behind the thing. So that's what we do here at Lift Your Spirit. And again, my assistant name is Halo. She is going to be also with the feedback and comments that we have during the course of this masterclass. If you, again, have any questions about this class particular or any services or upcoming masterclass, which is held the first Wednesday of each month, you can always reach out to her, and that's her contact information. And again, if you have any questions, please hold it towards the end of the class. We're going to try to do this as quickly as possible so we can get the questions in. If not, you can always email us. So what does it mean to manifest? So when we think of manifestation, we think of us actually doing this thing where we are manifesting the things that we want or the goals that we want in our life, right? But manifestation is an act. So when we're manifesting, we're actually performing an act, whatever type of act you do to manifest, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So it's an act by one person or group of people to produce what we feel and think about ourselves, which creates our reality. It's a part of our feelings in our mind. So when we manifest, it's very important for us to feel good about ourselves and feel good about our lives because it's a part of us. So if we're manifesting subconsciously things, which we'll talk about shortly, that has an effect on how we manifest things into reality as well. So manifestation, just for you guys to know, is an act that we do. We don't look at it as an act, but manifestation is an act of what we do to produce the feelings and thoughts about what we want to create in our reality or our life. So when it comes to who can manifest, so anyone can manifest. A child can manifest. Children actually do it the best, but anyone can manifest. And manifestation is really is believing and having faith to manifest whatever you desire. So if you're a person that grew up with some type of spirituality, it doesn't always have to be a religious, because I really put religion into a whole different box versus spirituality. So some people grew up very spiritual, meaning that your parents weren't subscribed to a certain religion. You were very spiritual. You were taught to love the earth, grass, trees, and the universe. You refer to as the higher power, which is a great thing, but you have a belief system, right? And you believe that great things will work out for you no matter what you go through. Some people grew up very religious or not very religious, but had a form of religion growing up. So if you grew up in that type of structure, like myself, you have some type of foundation, you believe in a God, you believe that great things will happen and manifest. So the point that I'm making is if you have some type of religious or spiritual foundation or background, it helps you very well when it comes to manifestations. When you don't have it, it's very shaky on how you can manifest, because a lot of times people don't really believe in anything, so it's really hard for them to manifest things into your reality. So if you're a person that's an atheist or someone who don't believe, it's going to be harder for you to manifest the things into your life, because manifestations, and we'll talk about this later, it takes time for things to manifest. And if you have some type of faith, spirituality, or religion, it will help you with the manifestation, and it will help you through the process of manifesting the things that you desire in your life. Slide. So who manifests the best? So adults, teens, young adults, children, and eat all the above. Who do you think manifests the best? Well, I said it earlier, it's children. Children manifest the best, but why? Children actually are closer to the spiritual world than we are as adults, because children aren't jaded like we are, and they are able to receive information. A lot of times children will actually be able to see angels or say things or talk about someone that they didn't even know, but they are able to talk about maybe your grandfather where the child never met the grandfather, or say something and you're like, oh my gosh, how the child knows that? Because children are very closer to spirit. They just are. So they're able to manifest. So when we think about when we were children growing up, think about when you were a child. Think about all the things that you manifest when you were a kid growing up. And sometimes our parents will say, oh, that's not true, or that doesn't work. But then there were other times where your parents didn't say anything. They said, oh, she's just being a kid. Just let her just continue to do whatever they need to do because that makes her happy. So children just naturally just manifest and make wishes, and they don't really worry about the days or when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen, because they don't have that. They're not jaded. They haven't been I hate to say it, or I just like to say it, They haven't been tainted like we have as adults. So it's easier for them to manifest than adults or young adults or and older people and so forth. So what can you use to manifest? So we can use a lot of things to manifest. And I love the Danny line in the picture, because that can also, flowers can be used to manifest as well. So you have your mind, your thoughts, visualizations can be a picture, an image, writing, your feelings. So your feelings can manifest things as well. A candle, a stone, music, sitting, listening to water, meditation, speaking it out loud or soundly, your throat. So if you're speaking out loud or speaking it soundly, you can actually connect to your throat chakra when you're actually manifesting these things as well. You can do different mantras, whether they're mantras that go with the chakras or mantras that you can just speak based off of just doing some self-affirmation mantras, or even some mantras that have the hand symbols as well. You can focus on the solar plex, which is a part of manifestation. So we know the solar plex is yellow, and that's the part of us where that you help build that manifestation and self-esteem as well, because it's interconnected to both of those parts. Foods, drinks, so you can manifest through foods. So as a color therapist, I've worked with my clients when it comes to foods that you can eat to manifest great things into your life as well. Hand signs, as I already talked about. Coins you can actually take to manifest things. Visualize colors, dreams, attention jars as well, or spell jars. An attention jar is something that you set your attention. And me with spelling is you speaking things into existence. So anything that we say that we're doing, that's spelling. So like, oh my gosh, I'm not that good at it at spelling. So we have to watch what we say, even when we're frustrated or overwhelmed. But spelling, like you just saying things or speaking it into a jar, will help with the manifestation or the attention that you place onto that object. So those are the things that we can use. So there's several things that we can use to manifest. And what does manifest starts with? Who does it start with? Manifestation starts with you. So you have to make the choice to whether you are going to manifest, feel good about yourself in life. In order to manifest the things that you really desire, you have to be able to practice manifestation each and every day. Manifestation is a great tool that you have to use, but like anything in life, like I talk about a lot of times to my clients or when I do workshops and seminars, you have to practice these things. You are the captain of your ship. In order for you to really become a master and manifesting the things in your life, you have to practice these things. And I believe we live in a society where people want quick fixes. And manifestation, like I said at the beginning, is not a quick fix. It's something that you have to really practice in order to really master within your life. And we'll talk about the subconscious and conscious mind. And people don't realize that because everyone's looking for a quick fix. And manifestation is not a quick fix. So if you're looking for a quick fix, manifestation is not going to be for you, because it does take time for things to manifest within our lives, because it goes to the spiritual world before it hits the earth plane. So how do you manifest? So how do you manifest? So there's some questions that I'm going to ask. So how do you manifest? I'm going to put that out to you guys. Do you have a clear mind and feel good about your desires? That's A. B, don't worry, or do you worry about whether or not it will manifest for you? Because a lot of people, their subconscious mind, they'll say they're not worried, but in their subconscious mind, they are worried about your manifestation. So that's C. D would be to journal your manifestations and keep it to yourself. Do you do that? E would be journal your manifestations and share it with trusted person. And then the last one would be F, which is tell your friends, family, significant others, or coworkers about your manifestation. There's no right or wrong answer about it. I just want to know from you guys, when you How do you manifest? So when you do manifest, do you keep it to yourself? Does it still bother you in your subconscious mind? Do you journal about it? Do you manifest these things on your own? Do you feel good about those desires? Do you share it with trusted people that you know? Do you share it with family and friends and other people? Those are the things I just want you guys to think about when you are manifesting. So what happens when you intentionally manifest? So when you intentionally manifest, and we just talked about those ways of how you probably manifest, are your desires being fulfilled when you manifest? Do you receive partial manifestations? If so, why is that? Do you understand the partial manifestation versus a full manifestation? Because a lot of people don't understand the difference. What keeps you from truly manifesting? And who gets in the way of your manifestations? Is it your mother? Is it your sister? Is it your brother? Is it yourself? Is it your younger self as well? What gets in the way of you truly manifesting what you really desire in your life? And these are questions that you can ask yourself and answer yourself as well. How does manifestation work? So first, you have to understand that we are spiritual beings living a human experience. So we are spiritual beings, and understand that you are a spiritual being and we're connected to every force energy around us. So every life being, whether it's a plant, another human, we're even things that we can't see, we're connected to that. So from a spiritual perspective. So if you understand that you're a spiritual being first, then that'll make it a little bit more easier for you to manifest. If you are on a higher vibrational frequency, which is number 2, you will be able to attract and manifest your wishes into life more easily than someone who is on a lower vibrational frequency, regardless of what you experience. So if you're a person on a higher frequency, then you're able to attract those things much easier in your life, meaning that you're just a normal, happy person. You love life, you enjoy life, you're not jealous, you're not spiteful, you're not manipulative, you're not opportunist. All those things I'm saying, those people are on lower vibrational frequency. And for some reason, people equate, and I need to talk about this on Twitter, TikTok, I should say. People equate people having money with being on a higher vibrational frequency. And you can have money and success and not be on a higher vibrational frequency. So you can be on a lower vibrational frequency when you also have those type of attention. So it really is something from within. And you have to be able to recognize your own feelings and your spirit. And if you don't feel good about yourself on a day-to-day basis, then you're not going to really attract these things into your life. And now, on a side note, some people know that they're a lower vibrational frequency and they know they can't attract these things into their life. So they will go in and use witchcraft or black magic to get the things that they want in their life, because they know that they can't get it just by manifestation, because their vibrational energy is too low and they don't want to change themselves. They don't want to go to the thing behind the thing behind the thing. They'd rather go to someone to do something. So if you're that person, then manifestation is not going to be for you. The third stage is spiritual world. So the spiritual world works in conjunction to the earth plane. So things, when we manifest, it has to manifest first spiritually before it manifests into the earth plane. That's just how it works. And it's tangible to the gifts and rewards. That's why it takes some time for the manifestations to happen, because we sometimes have a lot of dog poo on the shoe, which I will talk about next, about why we cannot manifest the things that we really desire within our lives. Okay. So, sorry, move to the next stage. Okay, let's briefly focus on our spirit. So, when it comes to your spirit and feeling connected to your spirit, are you connected to your spirit? If so, what does that feel like? What does spirit feel like to you? Are you connected to your spirit on a consistent basis or not? When you are connected to your spirit on a regular basis, for those who are you able to manifest what you desire into the spiritual world on a consistent basis without worry or fear? Now, In the spiritual world, we have angels and guides, and those things around us make us feel good and make us feel empowered because we feel like we're in this free-flowing type of energy. So if you're feeling this free-flowing energy of you being connected to your spirit and you're feeling, your other spiritual beings around you. It could be your loved one. It could be a deceased loved one that you knew. It could be an ancestor. It could be, your guardian angel, spirit guide. It can be also an animal spirit as well. How do you feel? Because if you feel really good when you connect into your spirit, that means that you're vibrating on a really good frequency. But if you don't feel good and you feel off, that means that you may not be led by the right spirit. There may be other types of spirits around you as well. So, manifestation of your spirit, the transitional process. So, we talked a little bit about feeling good about yourself consistently, feeling connected to your spirit. You are connected to feeling your spirit guides, your higher power, your higher self, mystical creatures, animal spirits, etc. And again, we flow with this really good energy of our soul and our spirit. And when we're out by ourselves, we never feel like we're by ourselves because we're just vibing with that energy, that really free flowing energy. So discreation. So discreation is a starting point for manifestation. It allows for us to just create all the negative thoughts and feelings about ourselves. Most people aren't able to manifest the things that they desire into their life because they have so much negative dog poo on a shoe, which is your negative feelings and thoughts about yourself. And those thoughts and feelings about yourself and beliefs get in the way of us manifesting. So if you have negative thoughts and feelings about ourselves, and if you also had it added with some childhood trauma and experiences, then it actually becomes even more challenging for you to manifest the things that you want in your life because you have just too many negative memories, negative experiences, you have too many negative beliefs and thoughts, and it just goes haywire. So these thoughts just prevent you from doing any type of manifestation. Actually, it makes the manifestation process actually really worse for you. So if you're a person that needs to manifest, we need to start with discretion first in order for you to discreate all the negative things about yourself so you can reprogram yourself to think positively about yourself. And then also come to closure with all the negative trauma and childhood experiences and release that and make peace with that and forgive yourself and forgive your younger self and make it so where your younger self feels safe, sane, and secure in the world so you can feel happy where you're at as an adult or as a human being. And so you can continue to grow and heal, and then you can manifest the things, right? So it takes some time. Like I told you, manifestation takes time. So the conscious mind. So we have a conscious mind and we have the unconscious mind. So we're going to talk about the conscious mind. The thoughts and feelings that a person has is aware at any time. That's in our conscious mind. So it's thoughts and feelings that we have at any time we're aware of in our conscious mind. So when you're aware about these thoughts, you are thinking about them, right? And it holds one thought at a time. That's why Abraham Hicks talks about the 17 seconds. So if you think a 17-second rule, where if you're thinking about a negative thought, change that thought within 17 seconds so you can start thinking positively. The only downside is, and like I mentioned before, is that if you have too much negative dog poo on the shoe, too much negative beliefs and thoughts and feelings and trauma and experiences, it's going to be really hard for you to really change your thought because you got to really discreet first. So the subconscious mind stores all the information that we have ever experienced. It's a huge memory bank for us. So even the things that we forgot about, it's still there in our subconscious mind. We just have blocked it out from us thinking about it, but it's still there. It's stored there, and it has the capacity to come up or be triggered by different situations. It has an unlimited capacity of storing all our memories, right? And this is where most of our negative beliefs, our feelings, our thoughts, our traumas are stored there. And this is what prevents us from really manifesting. But the good news is when we use our conscious mind to reprogram our subconscious mind and to harness the power of feelings and thoughts to overcome our negative feelings to achieve all the things that we want to discreate in our life. So when we are programming our conscious mind, we automatically start to reprogram our subconscious mind. So when you're working on your conscious mind and saying, I don't like myself, because blah, 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 those sentence completions and all the things that we do in our sessions together, those things will actually come up in the subconscious mind, and you'll actually remember why you don't feel the way that you feel or why this happened and so forth and so on. And this will help you to overcome the feelings and thoughts about the negative things about your life that stops you from manifesting the things in your current life. So it's about the thing behind the thing behind the thing behind the thing behind the thing. So reprogramming your mind, once you are successfully able to reprogram your subconscious mind and conscious mind with positive feelings and thoughts about yourself and life, you will be ready for steady and grounded manifestation. Now, it takes some time for people to do discreation, because when you talk about the subconscious and conscious mind, we're talking about discreation. So discreation takes a while. And I don't want you to listen to this masterclass and be like, oh yeah, I want to do this. I want to do it like within a 6-month process or a 3-month process. You don't know how long it's going to take for you to really discreate all the negative dog poo on the shoe, which is our thoughts and feelings about ourselves, because you may have a lot of stuff that you have blocked from your past that's stopping you from manifesting the things that you desire in your life. But I will tell you this much. The more that you get behind the thing behind the thing behind the thing behind the thing, the more you'll start to discreate more and more and more rapidly. And you will start to see a change much quicker than someone else that kind of says, well, I'm going to do it for this part of time, and if I don't see any progress, I'm going to quit. And that's what a lot of times people, they want to see a very quick result. And like I said before, with manifestations, it takes some time for you to really actually start seeing this tangible reward of what we want to see when it comes to manifestation. So it is a process, as I always tell people. So once you get finished doing the reprogramming of your mind, you'll be ready for a steady and grounded manifestation. It will be easier for you to implement any intention into your life. Aren't you excited about that? So closing up part 1 is Art of Manifestation. Any questions, you can put them into the chat. We have our next masterclass, Art of Manifestation Part 2. I'm actually going to be teaching you guys how to really manifest, since we actually talked just a little bit of what we can use to manifest. That's going to be Wednesday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you email Halo right there. Her email address is right there for the link. And I'm looking forward to hosting part 2 of that class. And again, this is all our social media. So if you want to connect with us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, that is it right there. Lift Your Spirit right now. And then Twitter, as you can see, it's a little different than the Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, but that's our handler, info_L as in lemon, Y as in yes, S as in Sam, R as in Richard, and N as in Nancy. Lift Your Spirit right now. That's what the acronyms are for. And you can actually go to our website, which you see right there, liftyourspiritrightnow.com. And again, thank you for joining us. You can actually schedule a consultation with us today. This is my cell phone number, and this is my direct email address. We offer the following services as you see listed below. And then, of course, we have astrology as well. And of course, astrology does come with a package and a fee associated with that. So if you guys are interested in any consultation, make sure you schedule with us today, and we'll set you up on a consultation, and we'll start you with the service that you desire. Thank you for allowing me to lift your spirit, guys. You have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. Have a beautiful July. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys very soon in August. Make sure you connect with us on social media. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on social media as well. And again, if you have any questions or any comments, make sure you email us and continue to be these positive spiritual beings that you are. Continue to shine. Love you guys. Continue to be safe and namaste.